On today's show, Nikola Motors showcases a range of hydrogen and electric vehicles at Nikola World and showcases its philosophies moving forwards. Tesla makes some changes to its pricing and vehicle lineups, including making the Model 3 standard range an off-menu item, and General Motors, or Holden, trademarks Bolt EUV. Does that mean there's an electric utility vehicle coming soon? These stories and more, coming next. This is Ecotricity's EcoTEC Roundup show from New Zealand's only carboNZero certified renewable electricity company. We're 100% Kiwi and 50% community owned. Switch today at ecotricity.co.nz. Hi everyone, I'm back and I had a fantastic time in India last week as a guest of Mahindra Electric. There are some awesome videos on the way from that trip, as well as some more videos from the wonderful Gavin Kiwi EV Shoebridge. I hope you enjoyed that last Leaf video because I did. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it at the end of this show. Let's start with Nikola World for our first story today, where Nikola Motors laid out its vehicle lineup for the next few years. This included the Nikola 2 and Nikola Tre big rigs, which will be sold in both hydrogen fuel cell and battery electric variants, as well as details of its hydrogen fueling stations, which it says will produce hydrogen from on-site alkaline electrolysis, as well as companion EV charging networks. Nikola also unveiled the Reckless, a military all-terrain vehicle capable of remote control operation, as well as a redesigned near-production version of the NZT off-highway vehicle, as well as the Wave, a concept electric personal watercraft. I don't have time to go through all the announcements here, but there will be a video or two coming in the next few weeks, so keep your eyes peeled. Tesla has made regular autopilot a standard feature on all of its vehicles from now on. This has increased the price of all of its vehicles by around $2,000. At the same time, Tesla has removed the Model 3 standard range and long-range rear-wheel drive from its online configurator, telling customers who want to own these two variants that they will have to visit or call a Tesla store to order one. Standard range Model 3 customers will now get a software-locked Model 3 Standard Range Plus. Europeans can't get the standard range at all at the moment. A few years ago, automakers were pretty bullish on the future of autonomous vehicles, suggesting that we may see full Level 5 autonomous vehicles hitting the road by the start of the next decade. Now Ford and Uber are among companies playing down their own expectations for autonomous vehicles, noting that they overestimated the time frame for self-driving vehicles and when they would be ready for the real world. The message will see self-driving vehicles in geo-fenced fleet operations in a few years' time, but we won't see them in personal vehicles for some time. Audi has announced that it's lowered its 2019 Audi e-tron production forecast by 10,000 cars to just over 45,000 units. This is all due to an ongoing battery shortage. Audi's battery supplier, LG Chem, which also supplies batteries to many other automakers, is continually pushing up prices and failing to meet auto industry demand. This, combined with slow delivery of electric motors from Audi's facilities, means that the company can't meet its previous goals. In addition, it's pushing back its launch plans for the e-tron GT. It was a Shanghai Auto Show this week, and Aston Martin debuted its first ever production electric vehicle there in the form of the Aston Martin Rapide E. Instead of the V12 engine of the ICE Rapide, the Rapide E has twin rear-mounted motors producing 450 kilowatts, as well as a 65 kilowatt-hour battery pack built with 18 650 cells. Range is said to be over 200 miles per charge, with a top speed of 155 miles per hour. Just 155 examples will be made. General Motors has trademarked the name Bolt EUV, suggesting that the Bolt nameplate will become the company's family name for its Chevrolet electric vehicles. While it's not clear what the name EUV means, I would probably guess it stands for Electric Utility Vehicle. This would tie in rather nicely with the rumours we've been hearing and the confirmations that we'd had from GM that say there's a new electric vehicle on the way that will be based on the Bolt platform. A vehicle which we're told will be an SUV. Let's hope we see it soon. Sono Motors, the first automaker in the world to design a mass-produced electric car with fully integrated photovoltaic solar panels for charging the vehicle's traction battery, has announced that it's selected its manufacturing partner, Chinese-owned National Electric Vehicle Sweden, or NEVs. It aims to produce an estimated 260,000 examples of the Sono Scion electric car over an 8-year period, starting from the second half of next year. The vehicles will be made at the former Saab plant in Trollhättan, Sweden. The company currently has just under 10,000 pre-orders for the Scion. US bus manufacturer Proterra has announced a partnership with Japanese company Mitsui & Co. Limited to offer a $200 million credit facility to help transit companies obtain the necessary financing to fund the switch from diesel-engined buses to electric ones. Customers will be offered a 12-year battery lease that will effectively make its buses compete against diesel buses in the marketplace, at least in terms of capital expenditure. The lease will also provide full warranty conditions for the battery pack to guard against range or performance loss, further reducing the risks for bus operators. The Jaguar I-Pace electric car may have just been awarded the European Car of the Year and World Car of the Year awards, but it seems Jaguar isn't content with just one electric car. According to Jaguar design chief Ian Cullum, Jaguar is sticking with its roots and planning an all-electric luxury sedan based off of the iPace's technology. While the rest of the world is shunning sedans, Callum says he believes there's still a lot of mileage left in the platform, and Jaguar will be making like-sized electric cars of its current sedan lineup. Daimler may have saved the smart car brand from death earlier this year thanks to a collaboration with Chinese firm Geely, but reports this week suggest that the smart car will end sales in the US by the end of this year. While the smart car is popular in Europe, Americans haven't really flocked to the brand, and many view it as too small for everyday use. While I personally have plenty of friends with smart cars, must be something about the people I associate with, it appears that Smart has lost Daimler as much as $790 million for every single year it's been on sale in North America. So if you want one, act soon. And finally, if you're an electric car owner, you'll know that making a long-distance trip by EV still sometimes requires a little preparation, not to mention some extra time for charging en route. But how about a 59,000-mile trip across 33 countries, relying not on just public charging networks, but the kindness of strangers? Enter Wiebe Wacker, who's just completed an epic trip from the Netherlands to Australia in his converted electric Volkswagen Golf variant. Part of the Plug Me In project, Wacker has relied on offers of charging, beds and free food along the way from supporters. It all started as part of Wacker's university coursework, but now, well, he's a legend. Well done! And on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, tell your friends about the show, and if you've got some feedback, well, you know where to send it. Meanwhile, make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on a single episode. And while you're at it, why not switch to New Zealand's only carboNZero certified renewable electricity company? Get all of your electrons for your home, your business and your car, if it plugs in that is, running on 100% zero emissions electricity. Thanks for joining me. I'm Nikki Gordon-Bloomfield. Ka kite. See you next time.